Hello, welcome to my channel. We're going to discuss how using psychology you can alter your reality in ways that benefits you, and we're kind of going to be going over the beginning steps in gaining control over your life and your reality. And this is not going to be some like magic manifestation, asking the universe type stuff. Not throwing any shade to that. Okay, I need to change this angle. But I'm going to be going over the stuff that's been studied, the facts, stuff like that. Just based on my observations, I think a lot of people could definitely use this stuff and be aware of this stuff. It seems pretty basic at first, or at least it does to me. I don't know if it does to other people, but it doesn't matter if it's basic or not. Most people don't do this that I know. And this little, like, it's not a podcast, but I don't even know what this is. Like, it's just like longer videos. It's inspired by Soju with Sarah. That's why I have this like different setup going on. I love Soju with Sarah. It's like so comforting and I'm obsessed with it, and what is like directly inspired by them is like a drink in every episode. My channel name is literally So Spills the Tea. So of course I have tea here. I have an extra little drink. I've had it on my desk. I didn't get to drink it yet. So yeah, this is pina colada tea. I've never had pina colada tea in my life. But I'm really excited to try it. It's too hot right now for me to try, but I'm excited, so we'll see. Yeah. In this video, I'm going to answer 3 main questions. The first one, are some people unlucky, or do they actually attract bad luck? 2, how much of your reality is actually real and how much of it is in your head, and how much of it is influenced by your perception? And 3, the one that everyone came here for, how do you create your own reality? So firstly, are people unlucky? Or do they attract bad luck? So it depends on your views on lucky, your religious views, spiritual views, whatever. But social psychology will tell you that luck could be attributed to a phenomenon called the self-fulfilling prophecy. A self-fulfilling prophecy is someone who believes something will happen, so therefore they act as though that thing is going to happen. And because of the way that they're acting, that thing ends up happening. So for example, you're in a relationship with someone and you think that they're going to cheat on you. You keep asking them, like, are you cheating on me? You keep checking their phone. You swear to all your friends that they're going to cheat on you, but you just don't have the proof. And then one day they cheat on you. Of course, it's not your fault that they cheated on you. That's not what I'm saying here, but what I'm saying is that the theory of the self-fulfilling prophecy states that part of the reason that they may have cheated on you was because you were treating them like a cheater. And you had that predisposed thought, I suppose you could say, that they were going to cheat on you. And so because of the environment that you build, the way that you treated them, they met the needs and expectations that you were setting for them, because that's the environment that you created for them. So that is basically the theory of the self-fulfilling prophecy. It's just that when your actions, your thoughts tend to form your reality to affirm those actions and those thoughts, to affirm those beliefs that maybe you're unlucky or that your partner's going to cheat on you, whatever it may be. So if someone believes that they attract bad luck, they are more likely to do so because of the theory of the self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe that you're going to attract bad luck, you're likely going to build an environment in which bad luck could be attracted to you. And it will be, because that's what you're doing. And on top of that, the mindset that you have of you attracting bad luck is going to make you look out for bad luck even more, because it's going to be like, oh, there's bad luck. Like, I called it, I knew, I always attract bad luck. It's going to point out all those little imperfections to you. It's like how people say, if you look for darkness, it's all you'll see. But if you look for light, you're bound to find it. If you look for bad luck, you're going to find bad luck. It's the self-fulfilling prophecy. It's just how our perception of the world works. A big factor is locuses of control. Having an internal locus of control means that you believe that your actions control your reality. And this is typically seen as the better locus of control to have, because you tend to take more initiative and put an effort to things because you know that you impact those things. But sometimes it can go too far when like you start to crash out over things like traffic or things that you can't control. And it gets to a point where you become someone who crashes out over everything. I'm not using very formal vocabulary, but my audience is younger, it's fine. Sometimes it's better to have a more balanced locus of control. Not necessarily external, where you just let everything, you just go with the flow, you don't put an effort to things, you don't think that you have control over anything, but rather a balance where you still take initiative towards things, you still recognize that you have control over a lot of things, but you let go of the things that you don't have control over. Next question, how much of your reality is real and how much of it is created in your head? How much of it can you influence? If you've been on my channel, you know I like talking about Thoreau and living in the present and stuff like that. Like, I'm just obsessed with it. So, you know, Thoreau, he writes a lot about meeting reality where it's at. I literally took a class on learning how to meet reality, learning how to live in the present. I made a video on it, and it's something like how, like the trip that changed my life, or like going to Maine or something like that. If you know me in real life, you know I'm constantly talking about Maine, because living in the present and living in reality is actually such a different experience from what the modern world and modern society have been pushing onto us. And it's like you access a whole different realm of existence, and it's so crazy. But I can also tell you that it is very hard to live in reality, especially in this society where you are pushed to always not live in reality. You're pushed to always live in the future and try to progress yourself and try to just pour yourself into work, and you're living in your work, or you're living in the past and then you become depressed. Like, there's so many ways that society tries to pull you away from the present. Meeting reality is like the first step in learning how to control reality, because if you don't meet reality, then you don't know what you're controlling, and how can you control something that you don't even recognize or meet or perceive properly? Live deliberately, live in the present, delete Instagram and TikTok. I don't use it. I don't know. And it's really not that hard to just not use it. Okay, that's a lie. It's very addicting. But once you settle away from that addiction, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but whatever, you don't need it. Like, you just don't need it. And I have been struggling to live in the present lately because of schoolwork mostly. I'm always trying to plan ahead. I'm always trying to save as much time as possible. I'm trying to do my work, and I'm busy doing my work, and I'm just busy. But even then, I still find ways to control my reality. So, like, I'm still living as much in the present as I can be, and I do recognize self-fulfilling prophecies and locuses of control, so I have all of that under check. Living in the present is very, very difficult though, but there are still ways to see reality without fully meeting it. I think that's what I've been doing currently, just because I don't have time to meet reality. Letting yourself see things for how they are, not putting rose-colored glasses or tinted glasses over your reality. It's easy to say and hard to do, but there's no like life hack to meeting reality. You just have to be aware of your own rose-colored glasses, I guess, and take those off. You need to be aware of your biases and take that away. And you need to find whatever lens you're putting on the world and remove it. It's different for everyone. I can't give step-by-step advice on this YouTube video because it's not something that you can do through step-by-step advice. It's something that you have to find yourself. For me, what really helped was educating myself on a bunch of different perspectives, a bunch of different ways to live life. I think that helped me become a very calm person, because I kind of realized that life isn't that deep. And spirituality, religion also helped me. Removing those biases of how you should live your life and stuff like that kind of lets you see life for what it is and not what you think it should be. Or at least that's what helped me. But seeing reality, at least seeing it, but if you can meet it, that's even better. You need to do that before you can even change reality, because like, if you don't know what your reality is, like, that's like, how can you possibly control it? Now, the question we have all been waiting for: how can you create your own reality? So, firstly, become a self-fulfilling prophecy in the positive sense. If you believe you're going to do good on a quiz, chances are you're going to do good on that quiz. If you believe you're smart, you're going to act like a smart person. You're going to create an environment in which you are a smart person, and you're going to be a smart person. If you seek out connections because you are a connected person, you will become a connected person. Become a self-fulfilling prophecy in the positive sense, not in the negative sense, just the positive one. You have control over that. And I think that's where a lot of manifestation comes from. It's just a lot of people being self-fulfilling prophecies and they don't realize it. Obviously, set yourself up for success. I'm gonna probably make more videos on this because this is actually really interesting to me. If you want to create your own reality, you have to set up that reality. You can't just expect it to come to you. Similar to the self-fulfilling prophecy, you need to set up that reality. If you want to become smarter, you need to study. You can't, like, it's not going to spawn out of thin air. Of course, a self-fulfilling prophecy, like, if you believe you're smarter, you're going to want to go into environments where smart people are, where educated people are, where education is. That is basically like the next step of the self-fulfilling prophecy, or part of it, setting up yourself for success. But, you know, like, extra emphasis on that, because that's really where the effective part of the self-fulfilling prophecy is. Focus on your mindset. Mindset is very important in life, and I don't think people realize how important it is and how influential it is. And sometimes even people who do recognize the importance of it don't see how their mindset is limiting them. Let your mindset help you flourish. Don't let it limit you. And it sounds so easy when I say it, but I know very few people who actually do this. Don't let the negative aspects of life impact you so much. And that kind of goes into mindset, where if you let the negative parts of life impact you, I mean, you're going to lose that energy where you can create your reality. You're going to feel defeated almost, because there's all these negative things that you can't control. If you let that get to you, you're not going to have the strength to control what you actually can control. I think the most effective way to create your own reality is to be in control of yourself and to be in control of your mindset. Understand if you're a self-fulfilling prophecy, understand those things like locus of self-control, understand yourself, because once you understand yourself, you can not use yourself, but like, you are a vessel for experiencing the world. And once you understand yourself, the way you experience the world is going to shift, because you have full understanding of what your capacity is and how you can influence your reality. So take the time to learn about yourself. Take the time to see what your biases are, what your rose-tinted. Take the time to see what those things are and break them down. Take the time to see if you're a self-fulfilling prophecy and shift that narrative into being a positive one. Take the time to have a more positive mindset. Balance your locus of control. There's a ton of things that you can do to help yourself help yourself. The tea is still very hot, so I'll just write somewhere if I like it or not. If you stuck throughout this whole video, firstly, subscribe, because it's free for you, and it like makes my day so much better when I see my subscriber count go up. Not because of the numbers, but because I know I'm growing my community, and I love my community so much. So please subscribe. It's totally free, so I don't see why you wouldn't. It's like a win-win situation. It's just do it. It's great. It's great. It's awesome. And it's great. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day. I love you so much. Remember to always be kind and keep on educating yourself. Bye.